a couple months into a Discord server that I started, we made a Minecraft realm that we could all play on. And it started off small, where there were only three of us on it that would play. But over time, by the end, I think we had about like 7 people or so playing on it. And I found an old save for it, and I decided it would be nice to just look through it and see what's going on. And obviously, here's the centerpiece of the town. It was a bedrock penis that I don't remember who built it, but we didn't cheat very much on this server. But this was one of the things I think it was this was built right at like the end, like before we shut it down. The world was like kind of past its prime, and there was a new update coming out. I think I don't know. There was a new update coming out. It might have been 114 or something. And we wanted to make a new world so we could experience all that stuff. But yeah, so this was the little town that we had. Over here, this was gonna be. This was built by Jay the Doctor. He wanted to make a house for himself because he didn't have one. Uh, but he didn't finish it ever. I actually finished that roof and just filled it with a bunch of garbage, like just dirt blocks and stuff. Here, I'll just go into spectator mode. But I just filled it with like dirt blocks and cobblestone and whatever, cause he didn't finish it. Uh, and so he decided to, he never finished it, so he never ended up moving up there. And then when one of our other friends, Fred1, joined, he decided to give the house to him, but he didn't use it either. This was like, I don't know, we had a enchanting table, but we didn't want it to be exclusive to anyone. So we just put it out in the center for everybody to use. And same with like a brewing stand and jukebox. And then Jay the Doctor built like this little building around it. I think I put that sign there. Over here, this was Skeletron 1015's house. He's the SK in the town jukebox thing. But this was his house. Originally for the first like night, we were in this little 3x3 of cobblestone, and we like expanded it, and me and him lived in there for like way longer than we should have. And then eventually we I moved out and made my house, and Jay the Doctor moved into this over here. Nice staircase and stuff. There were horses in there, but they're gone. But the reason he moved into here is because there was a skeleton spawner, and he wanted to make a skeleton farm, which he did do. Although this is all... because this was his chicken farm. Yeah, so we had the skeleton farm, which... I don't care. It's over here. That we used. We used it for XP and stuff, and store ender pearls. But he also had a chicken farm that was really annoying, because the chickens were everywhere all the time. This was his farm that got kind of destroyed. Stopped using it. I think I stomped it out for a joke or something to spell something out, but I don't remember. Used to have dogs here, but because this isn't like the original world, this is like a save that got sent to me of it. It's not there. Like, the dogs aren't there. This is a decommissioned nether portal because we put one in the center of the town up here that we wanted to use, and we didn't want it to connect to that one down there. But Skeletron's house, yeah. It's a balcony, and oh, his dog stayed. I don't know. Maybe the dogs just died or got moved somewhere or something. But he had this whole house of whatever. I don't really understand what this is, but you know. I remember as a joke one time, we filled his entire house with bone blocks, and he got so mad he threatened to ban us. He threatened to ban me and the doctor for building his house out of or building in his house with bone blocks because he just hated them so much, and I don't understand why. All that stuff. And then the basement, his basement, which was where we all like started out. He built this thing to have like a secret, I guess, location. Oh no, I wanted to do this. I don't actually know if this works, but oh, it does. But he wanted this to be like a secret little lab or something. And down here was his melon farm of 2 melons. And a sugarcane farm, I think. They got torn apart because he didn't exactly make them right. And so it was just pistons going all the time, and it was loud and it would lag, and it was annoying. So I mean, he wasn't exactly happy about it, but we tore them up and took them away. Here, let me change the volume a little bit, just so it's not as loud. Then this was my house, full with door and everything. Originally, it was just pretty much an empty wooden house. And then one of my friends, who joined like later in the realm's life, came in and like put up a bunch of pink banners and pink carpet and stuff and a pink bed. And I liked it. I thought it was nice because it was just empty before. And so I just decided to keep it. The bell and hay and stuff. My horse stayed in here, but as you can see, there is no horse currently in here. Then, a little present from your friend Ulti Dragons was a cake. I don't remember what that was from, but yeah. And then we had a stone cutter, because only one of us had a stone cutter, and so we just, or stone cutter grindstone. Only one of us had either of them, so we just put them out in the middle for everyone to use. Yeah. Oh, that was from her username at the time. Was it Nextsporin? I think it was Nextsporin. Or maybe it was not a boy. Whatever. I'm just gonna say Nextsporin. But she put all the carpet and the flowers and stuff. And of course, I had made a little basement for myself. All these with all like the banners that Skeletron 1015 made. He gave me some, and like I think one of these there's a shield. He made a shield with a cross for me. And yeah, this was an auto smelter I had. I don't. It worked okay. Uh, the entire thing is that this would put ore and just run it across back and forth. It wasn't even, but I mean, it worked well enough. It was more effective than just a furnace. This was the bedroom that I used in the basement. This was, I think, going to be a map of like the surrounding area, but I never ended up using it. I think I was gonna put, I don't know if I put those there. I was probably gonna put armor or something on it, but I just never did. Where is this? Oh, this is probably the little... Oh my god. How do I go down? Oh. I suck at using scaffolding. For some reason. Come on. Oh yeah, my tools are lol, and this is the coordinates to, like, base. It's not the exact coordinates, it's just, like, general. Horn of Premium, and then spoon. I think this is my fortune pick. Yeah. I had a little farm down here, nether warts, wheat, carrots, potatoes, beetroots. There was cocoa beans, sugar cane, and bamboo here. I think we needed a bunch of scaffolding for something, but I can't remember what. The next thing is my brother's house. He, oh yeah, he has a beacon, or he had a beacon. His entire thing was he wanted to make it uh, I mean, you can see, he wanted to make it an end city kind of thing. So he was making that before. He never finished it, but he was working on it before things shut down. This was Next Sporin's base. She joined pretty late, and she built like a tree, and she didn't play too much, but little Gort Gort. She had a chicken named that. What else? What else? There's the big communal farm. We weren't growing like enough food. Skeletron's wheat farm. Yeah. So in the really early realm, we didn't have any food. Like instead of harvesting like any of the or not harvesting, like farming any of the animals, like breeding them and killing them, breeding them to kill them. Uh, Knight Rider. We just killed them all, and so we didn't have any food pretty quickly, and so we were kind of starving, and then we built like smaller farms of wheat and stuff, and then Jay the doctor just went ahead and built like just like a big wheat farm. It was like this was all dirt before, and it was planted all the way down through the center. But we had an issue with making a lot of creeper holes that we just never fixed. So yeah, this was something. This was probably blown up by TNT. It by the looks of it, but yeah. This was Skeletron's younger brother's house. Enchanted wooden tools. Uh, the front of it burnt down, I think, or something, or he ran out of blocks, and then he built it all out of wool. And it's just skylight down into the farm because he didn't have any light for his crops before, and he wanted that. Um, all right. Over here was just like a villager thing that we never finished, I don't think. It was supposed to be an auto breeder, but we never finished it. And we just kind of left it. And it was built out of bone blocks because we had plenty of those. This tower was built by Skeletron, and it holds the Hose Mad book. Just 24 pages of Hose Mad. The chicken? Nah. That's mostly it for the main town, I think. Um, there was other stuff, and I'm wondering if I have. Okay, I think. So there's a Shrek home. I believe. Oops. Straight this way? Was it? There's a village. But somewhere, I think it was straight this direction. Here we go. Was a little western village that Skeletron built. It's a windmill. I forget what that is called. It was supposed to be like a one big like lamp that lights the entire town. Little storage room. Bunch of, oh my god, that's a lot of gold nuggets. Oh, wow. Uh, yeah, that was whatever. This is in the reactor core, like from Minecraft Mobile or Pocket Edition. Like, it's old at this point, but a little farm and whatever this building is. Got a little fireplace and a. What is this? Is this a saloon? This town is getting too rough for me. I believe that's everything over here. Then there's a sand temple, and I had the idea of making my home coordinates my axe, just so I'm going like completely the wrong direction, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I had the idea of making it my home base coordinates so it would be easier to remember. Actually, let's stop by the village really quick. So, in our time on this realm, we found, I believe, two different or no, we found a couple different villages, but we found two grassland villages, and instead of like using the villagers for anything, I killed all of them in both of them. I don't exactly know why I did that. This would have been, or this is from, I guess, 3 years ago now. And I am not sure why I killed them, but I did that. Okay, here's two more things I forgot to show. This is, this is a mob farm that it produces stuff. The world's on peaceful just because I wanted to show it off, but the entire concept of it, I saw this in some YouTube video, and I just built it out of there. But all the mobs spawn on the platforms and they get washed off periodically, and oh, glow squids. They all wash onto the magma blocks, die. There's hopper mine carts in them, and then it all siphons off. Also, this isn't working. This was my own design of just a stupid repeater clock or whatever. Also, this is a dispenser, not a dropper, so it fires the arrows. But I mean, it works at what it does, sends all the items up. It produces a solid amount of stuff. So I mean, if you really want a farm or like a mob farm or something, this one's pretty decent. Produces a fair amount of items. The hardest part though was lighting up all the caves around. We still miss stuff like right here, but lighting up all our mining tunnels and all that kind of stuff so it would like spawn more stuff. Over here was a little hole where we spent where I think, oh no, this was a little hole that we mined out for coal and cobble and stuff to make just for like the first night. And I filled it up with like armor stands, just a bunch of armor. Cause why not? That would be a nice little showroom thing. This was this over here was an ice highway that we made. That never really saw any real use. It goes towards a village, and we were using it to bring villagers to and from, or to here. This is Jay the Doctor's castle. So towards the end, I'm gonna go in the spectator mode to show this off because it's a mess, but towards the end he decided to make a new base. He had 3 bases, starting with that the skeleton one, and then moving to another one, and then this was his last one. Chest. But oh, here was this box of stuff. He had a bunch of stuff, but Jay the Doctor Ebdo or Edbo. Oh yeah. I think one of us misspelled abode, and then it was just like a joke for the rest of the server. Might have been Jay, but oh yeah, he has a lot of stuff, but so yeah, his castle, it was just like water and lava buckets poured all over. Whatever this is. Magma blocks. But poured all over. I don't know. I think there is still some lava, but or maybe there's not. It might have been all cleaned up, but yeah, he made this huge castle thing, and he had a beacon. And so I planted a tree on top of his beacon, and then me and Skeletron put bone blocks all over his base, cause bone blocks. Okay, now for real, That's most of the main stuff. Now, over here was Ulti Dragon's house. He had a little farming shop thing, farming house. Uh, he built this house, and it was a mixture of oak and birch, and it looked not good. And so he got Nextborn to help him first to build it, and she made it neater, as in she made it all out of the same wood and got a better like shape for it, I guess, like the roof and stuff. And then I helped him with, is it a village around here? With I put this little porch thing on. I made the attic window. Like put all this on the inside rim of his house. Put all the stuff in the pond. Put the fence around. I tried to make a couple bushes. And I think it looked better after that. Like not as basic, and it didn't look good before, just to be blunt. And it looked a lot better after it got fixed up. And then uh the in his secret basement is the infamous Senpai Shrine. Uh Meant to symbolize, I guess, sex. I don't know, I don't remember. It's been a couple years, so. Oh shit. It's been a couple years, so. I don't quite remember. Then, of course, there's still more. This is pretty much everything I think out of like the main general area. I think beyond there was a TNT cannon and 0-0, but that's not really important. But there is more important things in the Nether. Or, well, not in the Nether, but through the Nether, I guess. So, I mean, obviously, this was all pre 1.16? Whatever the Nether update was, I think it was 1.16. But, I'm just gonna get myself a minecart. This was the railway we made to connect up our base with another base that me and Jada Doctor made. We went out on an exploration for a jungle because we wanted to find bamboo, a jungle temple, jungle wood, and just like all kinds of that stuff. And we went a, quite a distance away before we found it. Um, so where are we now? It breaks off here. Ah, yeah, it breaks off here because we found another fortress. So there's a little stopping point here. Um, but yeah, we set out on like an adventure across the world to try and find a jungle, and we did end up finding one. And this is what the railway Connects to. It's just a connector between our base and the jungle base. Bunch of just dead minecarts here. Uh-oh. Eh, whatever. Um, I believe there might have been another portal for the, you know what that middle stop might be? That might be to the end. Or maybe this is the end and that's Jay the Doctor's base. I don't quite remember. Uh-oh. Okay, here we are. This is the base we made. We built like a little house because we came out here and we were uh, low on rockets, low on durability for our tools because we've been grabbing stuff along the way. And we just built this out of like miscellaneous blocks we had and stayed out here for a little while. Uh, so where is it? I don't know why, but he wanted this to be like a little secret thing before. He had a pressure plate on top of it. And yeah, this was just like a bunch of whatever, a bunch of items. Cause he used this as a base for a little bit. And I would come out here pretty frequently. What else is in there? There was a big patch of bamboo that we grew because we needed bamboo. Little farm, cows, sheep, and then something that me and Jay worked on was this jungle village. I think this is his horse. But we made this jungle village because we thought it would be cool to have like a jungle village. So we built all these houses, the hay roofs. Yeah, they all had hay roofs and like not proper walls and windows because it's warm in the jungle. And that was our reasoning. And here's all like stuff nothing in my ender chest. I emptied out my ender chest for when we changed worlds because I didn't want to risk getting my stuff deleted because somebody said that it might get deleted. The entire village was surrounded by the berry bushes because uh, we didn't want anything getting in because we lit the inside of the village so there wouldn't be any monsters. And we put iron golems and stuff. Uh, we had put all these like big torches, and this house was cool. Like being tall. What else? What else? This is a little centerpiece, like, because there was the bell thing, and so we thought, oh, we should have like a bell thing. There are potentially like a lot of villagers, like totally a lot of villagers. Silk Touch, Depth Strider. Yeah, this was fun to build. This was the little job stations. We would build little buildings for them and stuff. For some of them, other ones we just like this. We just put them out in the middle. This was a little fishing thing, which was cool. And then abandoned mine. Oh yeah, the abandoned mine. Do not enter. Abandoned. Uh, this was like a cave we just covered up. And Jay put like a thing, put an abandoned mine thing on it. Or maybe it was me. One of us did it, or maybe we both did it. And then, because instead of the church, we didn't build a church, we just repurposed this. So, like, the brewing stands, we put a ton of beds in here. A little, like, cauldron over some fire. Um, that's, yeah, that's that village. What else was in the area? There was another railway, actually. So, something, I believe it's straight this way, was a mesa. Yeah, I think you can see it over there. But, uh, I wasn't allowed to build straight over the water. He didn't want me to build straight over the water. So I had to build an underground railway from here all the way over to a mesa over there. And this was a little underwater thing that he built, that Jay built. The conduit. Someone else, this like younger kid, I guess. He wasn't younger, or he was younger than all of us, but I'm not gonna say his name, but he was kind of an ass, and he took the gold blocks out of this beacon for something. He's not on the he's not on the Discord server anymore, and I haven't talked to him in years, but yeah, he's gone. This is whatever this is. I don't know what purpose this serves, but that's there. That's probably going to be a door of some kind. But yeah, he built like this nice little underwater area. Ah, this farm out on the water. I didn't really get used a ton. And here was the ending way of the railway. So it was just supposed to go to like a mine down there. Get myself a mine cart. But it was a long railway that instead of building it diagonally, we built it straight, and it's not fast, so I'm probably not gonna ride the entire thing, but it was it linked up between, maybe it's not as long. I don't actually quite remember, but it linked the mesa to the jungle house that we had. Just so um I think because I wanted to use item or chest minecarts to send things back, because it would be easier than just carrying all the stacks of items. Or I thought it would be easier to just come up, fill a minecart, and go back down instead of having to come up, fly back, fill something up, fly back, and then go mine again. I thought it would just be easier to just skip the going back part. And then I had a little bridge that got blown up by a creeper that brought it back to the house. Oh man, and then let's see. Let's go back to the midway point. So in the end, I believe we had like we had a end base out there, like just a base for us to do stuff, and an Enderman farm. Um, I had a castle somewhere that I don't think I ever finished building, but I don't remember where it is exactly, like the coordinates, and I don't think I have the coordinates saved. No, I don't. But, but yeah, what the? Yeah. Uh, we did a lot in this world. I think we did a fair amount of stuff. Doesn't seem all that expansive, but we spent a lot of time just playing. It was yeah. I mean, I'm not done showing it yet. There's still the end stuff, and then that's probably it. Yeah, here we are. Potentially, nah, I don't know. I think that was another world. Oh yeah, that was another world. There were like plenty of other realm worlds. There was a creative one and plenty of survival ones that came after this one, but this one is my favorite. Probably all of our favorites, to be honest, to just look back on. Because it was a different time. It was pre-pandemic. It was like it was like 13 and 14 when we made this. Like we were all like now I'm 17. It's different. The weird like band kid edgy. Uh Now that's all changed. Hold on. Let's see if this Enderman farm works. Ah, and then one thing that I tried to convince Skeletron built this with some help from me, and it's off right now. But he built this from help with me, and it was fun to or I tried to convince him, oh, there's no Endermite in here, so it might not work, or it won't work, but it gained like had like an absurd amount of Ender pearls in it. I'm just gonna do this so I don't pick any up. You have to crouch in. It's all like completely filled. I tried to convince him to do a huh. But as you can see, all the Endermen are spawning back here. The way it would work is there'd be an Endermite. Actually, let's just he had a name on the original. But it would the way it would work is all of the Endermen would get angry and run up to attack it, like so. Hold on, let me just switch back to survival. And then, yeah, they're dying of suffocation right now too, but you would just walk in. They can't teleport away because it's all leaf. They can't teleport away because it's all leaf blocks. And so that is so loud. But they would all just walk in, and it would just be free and easy XP. Except for sometimes that would happen if you walked around because of he built this bridge. But yeah, that was that. Uh, and I think this is the last thing. There's the end base. Oh, there we go. So right here was a little launch platform because Jay the Doctor had a trident with it's called Riptide, where it would just launch you up in the air, and he put that out there so he could launch himself. This was the base that Skeletron made. He put a bunch of flags around it for decoration, like yeah, just different flags that he found or made, I guess. I don't know. It looks cool. Skeletron's end base. Pheno, I don't know what that word is, but he had a glass roof that he never finished. Stuff, but it was grass blocks, crops, stuff, trees, a melon farm. Yeah, this was a thing. So, this was the melon farm that we hated because it used observers, so obviously it would push the piston when the melon showed up. But because the piston pushes it, it activates the observer. And so the observer gets stuck in an infinite loop of just going. And it was loud. And it was annoying. And we were not a fan of him doing that. But yeah, that's that's pretty much it. That's like pretty much everything. There's like smaller stuff like I'm gonna go back in the peaceful for this, but this is where we fought the Wither, like, because I figured I could just trap it and fight it, and then that's how we got like Nether stars for beacons and stuff. Back in the Senpai Shrine. Yeah, there's not actually a mechanism to get out of it from the inside, but if I knew where my castle was, it was just like stone brick and spruce wood. I would like show it, but I don't know. I guess there are a couple more like smaller things. This is my shot. Was this my shot? Closing down is much a failure. I don't know. I don't remember if this was mine. This might have been mine. Uh, yeah, but a couple of us had like small shops where we'd sell whatever. Yeah. Um, a little, like, I guess a retrospective on this. It was really fun to, um, to play Minecraft with Skeletron, Jay the Doctor, Nextsporin, Fred, um, Ulti Dragons, and my brother. I don't remember what his Minecraft. It was like Epsig Mayor Boy or something. Like Epic Gamer Boy, but misspelled. But it was really fun to play Minecraft all the time with all of them. And it's well, it sucks that we don't use this world anymore, and it's gone. I mean, I think we made the right call ending it where it was. It was it had hit its peak. It was like starting to die out, and we decided to end it before it was dead. And we just had fun. It was fun to do all this. Oh my god, that voice crack. But yeah. Well, it's a shame that it's all gone. I'm I'm more just happy that it happened. Because even though it was like just Minecraft, it was like it was the first thing we really had as like a server. Or as like a Discord server. I'm more no, not as a Discord server, as like a I guess just like as a group of friends, it was the first thing we really had where we could just be like really chill about it. Just join whenever, do whatever you want. Cause like our entire like meeting each other and like before that it was all we would play CS:GO together, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Um and this was a nice change from that. Survival Minecraft. It's I don't think that we could ever recreate like the kind of spark, the kind of magic that was in this world, like this realm, this world on the realm. I don't think we could ever recreate that, but it was great while it lasted, and yeah, I know I rambled a lot, but I don't know. At least uh, I'll always have this world, you know, post mortem.